At 63, Margaret lost her job. After decades of working, she walked home carrying everything she had left in one cardboard box. She had spent most of her life working. Now, for the first time, she had no idea what came next. That evening, she sat quietly at her kitchen table. The people around her had advice, but Margaret wasn't sure she was ready to hear it. Her son Daniel told her what most people would probably say. Maybe it was time to stop. Maybe she should retire. Maybe starting over was simply too difficult at her age. But that night, Margaret opened an old drawer. Inside was a notebook she hadn't seen in decades, and inside that notebook was a dream. When she was young, Margaret wanted to become a graphic designer. She used to draw for hours. She loved creating things. But life happened. Bills, family, work. Little by little, the dream disappeared. Until that night, when Margaret looked at that old drawing again. She looked at it for a long time. Then she made a decision. She wasn't going to wonder what might have happened anymore. She would try. At 63, she bought a computer and started learning from scratch. She didn't know the software, she didn't understand the terminology, and she was terrible at it. She made mistakes, a lot of them. Some nights she wondered why she was doing this to herself, but every morning she came back. One lesson, one mistake, one small improvement at a time. Weeks passed, then months, and slowly the woman who had once been afraid to begin started becoming good. Daniel noticed it too. This wasn't a hobby anymore. Then a young woman saw Margaret's work and asked her to create a design. Margaret was nervous, but she said yes. She finished the project. The young woman loved it. Someone finally paid Margaret for something she once believed was impossible. She hadn't started too late. She had finally started. It's never too late to begin.